What up? What up? What up? So we are back. We are live. We are here for The Last of Us. And I'm excited to see what episode 6 has in store. So we're going to go ahead and get this queued up and ready to go. So that way, as soon as it drops, we can get right to it. Now, I am excited because we did see Ellie finally get some payback on Nora, one of many who have been causing her grief for what happened to Joel. So she's going to continue to go forward and handle business, it looks like. So, again, happy to see it. But I want to make sure that everything going forward, again, if you have not played the game, by all means play the game. You gotta check out this series. Like, just the gameplay in itself was fantastic, but seeing it put together in the way that it has been as far as the show is concerned and them doing it justice, absolutely fantastic. Now, as we want to take bets on who's going next, I'm not gonna spoil it. Just for the simple fact is, we do know that she's gonna go after each and every one of them until every person responsible has been taken care of. But we don't know how that's gonna roll with her. All right, episode 6 is up. Episode 6 is up. I'm happy to see. All right, so yes, so setting up. I'll get you a minute mark as soon as it loads. Where we are watching it on Max, the official streaming site for Last of Us, and we want to continue to watch on Max. No other platforms will have the same effect as watching it live on Max, which may be going back to HBO at some point. I think they're changing the name back to HBO Max for some of the stuff I've seen. We'll see. All right, so minute. See, I can't give a minute marker because it's not showing me a minute marker on here. But at the opening scene with a young man standing directly in camera view, I'll give it freaking about 30 seconds. See if I can get on this. 304, minute marker 304, looks like. Yes. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to get started here. We will have greatly missed Tony and Brent as they are both getting prepared for upcoming videos that will be dropping with MomoCon around the corner this week, actually, since today is Sunday. All right, we have some conversation going here. So, Austin, Texas, 1983. Police officer in the door. Let's see what has to be said. Big Daddy Miller. Hmm. Call him out. Yeah, brother protecting brother. So, do they have an abusive father? Joel's been consistently protecting Tommy all his life. You're back on patrol in 30 minutes, but you cracking a beer? It's 1983. And why are you telling? Curious. Okay, he admits to it. Been there like that. So you consider yourself a saint for holding back? What is it? That's supposed to be a consolation? Like you still beat the crap out of us? Okay. I appreciate the sincerity. Nice heartfelt moment, so to speak. But are you finna get up and go freaking swing on Tommy right now? Because you know it was him doing it. Like that's my question. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let the intro play out and process that for a second. So we see that Jay Miller, is father of Joel and Tommy, and apparently Tommy was out buying some inappropriate substances and got caught. Apparently got shafted on the price or the product or whatever the case may be, and you know fought back. And apparently Joel came in there and wrecked the guys to protect his brother, and now he's trying to continue to protect his brother to make sure he doesn't get in trouble or you know disciplined by his father. So Joel's always been a stand-up guy, as far as taking care of his brother's concerned, taking care of the people he cares about. So that's I see that's consistent. But what limits, what is he willing to go through, to go through to do that? And we saw that with Ellie, he was willing to go through taking out that entire hospital to make sure she was protected. So safe to say that Joel will go pretty far when necessary. Now, we know that Tommy is accompanying freaking, them on their journey now. What is Tommy going to do? Where does his mercy, come into play? The Legos? Hmm. All right, freaking some Legos got you a drink. Mm. Joel knows how that is as far as his father's concerned. So what does he need? So we're making a birthday cake. This was the what is she? What is that? Is that a bone? It is a bone. What are you making? Like a whistle or something? Or is that a pick for the guitar? He's fixing the guitar. Okay, put the nice little butterfly etching on it. Butterflies are crazy. Butterfly tattoo. I don't know much about guitars. Oh, so it wasn't picked. So it's a part of the part that sets the strings towards the bass. Interesting. Okay. What is it? Why did she burn herself? These are the moments as a father that you have, and then this is probably stuff that she's remembering, stuff that's part of the flashback. Just for our viewing pleasure. So this is the part where it looked like we saw her kind of see. She wakes up and she doesn't quite remember what happened, or does she? Like how much the painkillers hit to really get her set. She just dive in. Why did she just dive into the just like what do you won? That's the smash cake. So wash your hands first. Bone saddle, is that what they call for? Yeah, so part of the base. It's funny. I have a guitar in the other room. I might try to learn. Don't ask me why I have it. I just have it. Come on, Joe, you gotta sing. You heard her. Let it fly. Oh, here's Joel. Says I don't get to see you no more. I really hope that like they really have her go all in. Like I want to get that feeling when you're playing the game and how she was moving and like her vengeance. Like we saw it like in the show. We saw her when she was taking out Nora. Like you saw her getting into it. Like she was like, "Yo, I'm swinging. I'm mad. I'm gonna let out frustration." So I want to see if she's going to continue to do it all the way through. Let's see. Hmm. All right, sing it, Joel. He getting it in. There you go. She happy. That's all she needed. I don't know what's going on. My mic messed up. Let's see. Testing, testing. It's showing. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. All right, it's on. No, why did she do exactly what she did to her arm? Did she want to feel something? Happy birthday, kiddo. 1 year later. Okay. It's gonna be a whole flashback episode, maybe. A liter of kittens? No, it's not a convertible. Where are you gonna drive a convertible right now in this day and age of freaking what is zombie apocalypse type stuff? She's 15 or 16 now, I guess. I mean, it's circumstantial what you enjoy as a child and what you want to do. Is it funny? Yeah, I don't know how to do that kind of freaking deal. Like, just no. Period. That's nice. To Really at a museum? She's a kid. She's gonna be all up and down a thing. Yeah, let's say gotta be a museum or it's interest to a museum or something. Lesson. You gotta learn. Gotta know. Patience. You're right, Tony. Sorry to be late sometimes. Figure it out. I think, like I was saying, I think it's gonna be a whole flashback episode, Antonio. I don't think. I don't think we'll get much more development if they keep it this pace. But we'll see. Go to space. Hmm. Trust me, just going up into little rockets and going up into the sky and then coming back down does not necessarily make you an astronaut. For some people, just throwing it out there. There's a lot more stuff that comes along with it than just paying a lot of money to bounce up and down in the sky. Yeah, we're gonna break some stuff so she can so she can play with a helmet. Very well, I'm not against it. I'm not opposed. But that stuff is no longer going to be preserved. Let's just say that. Now, if you go around back where they go in and actually crack the lock, you can just walk in, grab the stuff, and go back out. Just throwing suggestions out there. Where they were now, somewhere in Seattle. Um, so this is back when she was 16, and they're just rolling around. I don't think they gave a specific city that I saw. I just saw the 1 year later and stuff. I was trying to read the little plaque thing. Why you playing? Freaking at my age, I'd be doing exactly what she's doing right now. No hesitation. I do not care. Like I'm having fun. Breaking out the Walkman. Yo, Antonio, you're right. Exactly. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four in the spaceship. Yeah. I think I don't know if you've seen Thunderbolts yet, but I got thoughts on that. I'm gonna have to do a little rant video right before Fantastic Four drops as far as what I think. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I mean he had to go through a lot to find that recording. It's a museum, so it's possible that they had it there. He maybe had to extract it. Now, if he just walk around and start stretching, we're in for some multiverse stuff. And it's funny, he can literally have his own multiverse because he's been in some of everything, has he not? You got Marvel, you got Star Wars, you got Game of Thrones, Sony, Last of Us. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Yep, look, 1 year later. What's going on now? It's kind of how I feel like he gets his film role 1 year later. Something new. Oh, he got chocolate this time. Happy 17 for Ellie. Hmm. It's not much better. Uh, Tattooing, huh? I'm all about it. If you can't tell. Hmm. Hmm. And this is where it all shakes out. Uh, teenagers. Teenagers are wild. Now, this is where she decides she wants to move out and have her own space to where he can't necessarily bother her. Let's have it now. Mm-hmm. Thank you for making that abundantly clear. And I think she also kind of means that it goes for me too. You don't own me. Hmm. Yep, freaking my headset's messing up a little bit here. All right, let's see. Wants her to stay in the house. Did it hurt? Yeah, it looked like it hurt. It's a tattoo. I'm just mad they never really got the makeup the way that they should have. So what is she gonna do? It's late. You should get some sleep and stop trying to move your bed out in the freaking rain. It's like sort of teenagers, like all logic goes out the window when it comes to them wanting to do what they want. It's like just give it a minute. Hang on. Mm, mm. Yeah. The reason what I know about moths or the way Rick and I grew up is moths came up with a moths were a symbol of some kind of death personified. Uh, if a moth came and landed at your door, it was like someone from your past, someone who was as you did died, and more or less it's just kind of a symbol for them. Yeah, some of the stuff that I've come across in my life. Can't really say what I'd believe or what's true, what's not. It's better than me because like she's like, kind of packing up everything to move out. I'd have kind of been like, I just carried things out freaking bit by bit till I got settled in. So this is 19 Salt Lake City, huh? All right, see what she got to say. Mm-hmm. These are the questions she had for him. She came to the realization on her own of what Joel did. All right. There you go. Mm-hmm. Sound like starting easy. Learning what to do, how to act, how to be ready for stuff for to pop off. See, she don't appreciate all this stuff now or during this time, but when stuff pops off, now that's normal. The males are generally smaller than the females in most species. Most species that I know of. Let me correct myself. She's like, yeah, I don't care about that. So I got questions. Oh, what's on the radio? Nature sets look so nice on show. Yeah, they do. So a lot of this they're able to use natural foliage and stuff, or they'll actually plant. I've seen some. I can't remember what it was. There were some directors, whatever, like they'll plant full fields of stuff, like fields of corn, fields of whatever, so that just to get a shot that they need. I'm like, yo, they don't be playing around. I wonder if the clickers are only going to exist in that one place. Mm, it's possible. So see what kind of trouble they getting into. Yep, I heard them. You wanted some action? There you go. Pay attention. Eyes up, Guardian. I playing Destiny like earlier today. Dang, getting drugged. I mean, you gotta look at that body, see what's going on. I'd have double tap, like yeah, it's Eugene, but has Eugene been bitten? Yeah, you know the rules. Mm-hmm. Let's say you true. Huh? Uh, you've been married to some how long? Things, more things. What else you gotta tell her? Hold out your hand. She's watching something. He has time. Oh, she's checking to see if you start shaking. When you let emotion get in the way and logic gets overruled, yeah, you know what's about to happen. He about to break that promise. Either that or the guy's going to turn and come at him or something, or senses off. We don't know the truth, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Age may be a factor. You may be more susceptible the older you are because you're already more or less deteriorating. Mm. Maybe Joel's actually is a villain. I mean, like in situations like this, you got to know. You know these kind of things can happen. You could easily put Gail on the radio. Like, hey, I need Gail, whatever, so like that. Freaking, he's been bit, whatever. Here, so happen. Do it. Wow. Then you had to make the sound. You just saw the birds fly away. And you knew that's what it was. Mm. And now she's gonna consider that freaking as you lie to me, you don't tell me whatever, and this is where, well, I won't say where it starts, but all that stuff. She should have known. Yeah, if you know, you've known Joel long enough to where he's gonna do what's best for the family. Like he couldn't take the risk. But this is probably why she stopped talking to him. No, because Ellie's like the right thing to do would have been to let him do that. But again, she's young. Uh, Ellie's gonna blurt it out. Yep, Ellie's by saying. Ellie, keep your mouth shut. I think Ellie doesn't. Ellie could either spill it here or because she could. Yep, there it is. Ellie, you aggravate me. Mm. Dang it, Ellie. Mm. Mm. Nope, and they just haven't talked since. So that was 9 months ago, and that's just kind of how it went the entire time. Because I couldn't remember the timeline or how this went, but Uncle Grumpy. That's gonna be me, Uncle Grumpy. Swear. I mean, technically, it's already me. No, you better be grateful. Joel's one of the best things I got, and I'm not mad at Ellie here, to be honest. uh, I'm mad, but not mad. Freaking, I'm happy that she has the moral compass to tell the truth about things, and not lie to people she cares about, so like that. Like, I get it, but at the same time, you look at stuff. He tried to preserve her having a happy moment, or whatever, and now it's turned around and it's treated as he's now an outcast to her, and she's just waiting for him to die. Like, that's kind of what the hint was before. Every time he'd still go to her for the sessions and stuff. The fact that she was still willing to see him and treat him so that was surprising. But I wasn't sure if she was just gathering dirt, or she couldn't wait to, for Joel to kick the bucket in some capacity. But Ellie always has a habit of causing problems that could have been avoided. Now, all these problems aren't inherently bad in terms of growth and learning opportunities, and they're a catalyst for other things to happen that may need to happen. But it's just like, dang, she could have still had beef with Joel and just kept her mouth shut and talked to him. Uh, could be brought up later, but she sees it differently because guess what? Freaking, she's immune. So she go, oh, he had time. He should have been see whatever. It's like, well, Ellie, you got all the time in the world because you can get bit and keep going and go tell whoever you want, freaking whatever you want to tell them, and still survive if you so choose. I get that not everybody has that, but at the same time, it's like, what are you really, what are you willing to risk? If that body, freaking still warm, freaking has the cordyceps growing inside, so that, and it's like, okay, we got to go deal with that body. We got to go burn that body, do all this stuff. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you got to do to get rid of that body that is been infected and is just sitting outside the gates. I don't care if you shot it in the brain or not. I don't trust it. Like, I'm gonna set that thing on fire, which is a waste of resources. I'm rambling at this point, if you haven't noticed, but yeah, it's stuff that I just want to do. So I agree with Joel on this one. I was just kind of, hey, this. I wouldn't have lied and say I would have said I would have gave the bare minimums. We're gonna have some reconciliation. Let's see. It seems like a. But what? Mm-hmm. Just the line is messed up. I feel like the wife would have understood, but Joel lied to all three of them. Yeah, and that's yeah, that's what you're talking. That is a skill. That is a definite skill. Um, I agree. Like I said again, I wouldn't have lied about stuff. I would have said he's bit. He wanted to see you. We just couldn't make it back, and I had to make sure that he was good. But I did bring you his body so that you give him a proper funeral and leave it at that. See, she already had inclination about the fireflies, like I was saying earlier, so she had those questions. But now she's like, "Hey, talk to me." You don't know. It's possible. I wanted to say, yeah, they could have made a cure. You had no idea. It was they had some stuff, but mm, right. Yeah, this is where he's had so much depth as a character and all the different versatile roles he's played from everything he's played in DC to Marvel to Star Wars. This his father's line came back around. This is the parallels, and so that he probably couldn't forgive his father for what his father would do to them. But hmm, boy, Ellie is freaking. She ready. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good episode. I like that one. All right, so simple breakdown. Freaking, we look at it. Whole flashback episode, which is kind of what I was thinking at the beginning when they first showed it. Um, I'm happy that they told this story because we got the little bits of back pieces and stuff that we didn't have, as far as whether she knew what was going to happen or what. All we did is I know at the end of the last episode. It's like I know. Um, so and for this being, and I usually I loathe flashback episodes when they're not placed correctly or done correctly. This one was done really well, really well. One, we got to see Joel again because again we lost him early on, so getting to see him again was absolutely fantastic. I love that. Second, the fact is that we filled the gaps of time in between for him spending time with her, him showing how much he cared. We don't just get the back and forth that we got at the beginning of the episode because they can't stand each other at that particular, or mainly she can't stand him at that moment. She's not talking to him. We started off with all that animosity, so showing that he was being a loving father figure all the way up through. He was treating like you are my daughter. He was treating her as such all the way through. Was absolutely great to see because that reaffirmed his character full circle. Like he's going to do anything for her, anything to protect her, anything to take care of her. And then getting into the last part where he actually told her the truth about what happened at her demand. Like, you need to tell me or we're done. And he's like, this is what happened. And I would do it all over again because I love you, because I care about you. Like, I want to see you safe. Like, and it's something you understand. And me being a father myself, I really resonate with that. It's something that you're not going to understand until you're in that position. It's like I will do anything and everything for my family to take care of them. But there's a certain point where freaking I'll draw a line and stuff like that. And it's like I can have understanding. Like freaking, if me and a family member and, our kids and we're trying to figure stuff out so that I'll expect that person to take care of their kid. I'm gonna take care of my kid to the best of my ability. If I gotta protect my kid from someone else, even if there's a greater good involved with that, again, there is a certain amount of selfishness in there that is going to prevail for some people. This kid can save the world if you just sacrifice your kid. So with that, I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can live with that. I may not live much longer, freaking depending on the circumstances. I don't know. Let me take you out. But as a father, like that's something that I'm going to do my best to protect my children, to make sure that they're good and that they can live a full life to the best of their ability. So this was a fantastic episode. I was very happy to see it. So we know the next episode is going to pick back up with Ellie going to do her thing and seeing who she can take out. I can't remember how many episodes this is supposed to be. Uh, is it like 10 episodes? Uh, but yeah, I think it's supposed to be 10 episodes. So we should pick right back up at and have 7, 8, 9, 10 kind of doing this thing. Maybe. Last of Us season 2 number of episodes 7. It's only 7. Yeah. So season finale next week. That freaking ah. And this is about right. This they drop the flashback episode usually like right before a big episode 1 or 2, like season finale. So yeah, it all makes sense. Oh, it hurts. I could have swore this was longer. I probably was watching Andor. Andor was 12 episodes, so it makes sense. All right, so 7 episodes. Antonio, you better strap in next week. Uh, I will definitely be on. No, no way we're seeing Albie already. So what I consider this is marketing. So they're stretching season 2 into or Last of Us Part 2 into two parts. So we'll have season two with the 7 episodes that led up to this, and then we'll have season three that will be probably the close, and they'll finish it off that way, and then we'll be good to go. Hmm. My prediction so far. So, I mean, not a huge prediction, but yeah, we're not going to see Abby. We're not going to see Abby until next season. Probably freaking. We'll probably see. I think we'll probably see her at the start of next season, like doing stuff and making moves to kind of split off from Wolf, like kind of get out of there. And Abby would just do what she do, and she'll continue being hunted by Ellie the entire way through. Ellie and Dina and Jesse and Tommy looks like freaking so. I love how they mention Tommy, but they don't show him, but we know he's around, so it's gonna get interesting. Look, when Tommy gets in there, so that there's some stuff I want to see. So waiting for that. I don't know. I got nothing else for this one really. Freaking you saw it, Antonio. Gonna see you next week for the season finale. It should be Tony and Brent covering that. I will be present if I can. No guarantee. I really want to watch it though. So yeah, you'll be on time next week. All right, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You'll be on time next week. Um, we should be on time. But we'll see. We got MomoCon in Atlanta, and I got to go film some stuff. Um, for all the shows and stuff coming up. We got a few more projects still working on, so we should be on time for Last of Us 2 without Last of Us season 2 without it, the finale without any issues. Hopefully. But yeah, I got to get ready to drop those anime episodes. Freaking shortly after this, Fire Force is getting ready to drop. Just came out yesterday, so I got to record it. So that's about to drop, and yeah, we'll get it from there. Is Andor good? All right. Spoilers for anybody who has not seen Andor, and I'm not going to give you spoilers, Antonio. I'm not going to give you spoilers, but freaking it's just spoilers in general about just general conversation about it. Here's your warning: three, two, one. Andor, I think, is good. We've been called shill a few times because we think it is good. I think the first 3 episodes are a little slow. Don't really go anywhere as far as I'm concerned. They do have some key things that happen in there, but again, it moves kind of slow. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 pick up. 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yo, buckle up, strap in. It's good to go. They dropped them in 3 episode sets. So if you're gonna watch them, try and watch them in 3 episode sets at least, unless you're just gonna binge it all. But yes, I think Andor is good. Definitely you should watch it. Freaking go find our video on it after you've watched it. Drop a comment, tell me what you think, whatever the case may be. Or next stream that you're on and we got time, so like that. Freaking uh hit us up, let us know. Freaking Brent, I'm sure Brent will be glad to talk about it. That and the Han Solo movies are the only Star Wars stuff I haven't watched. I have not watched Han Solo, and I have not watched Rogue One. And apparently, all this takes place before Rogue One. So, most likely, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to watch Rogue One at some point in time, probably next week or two. We'll see. Depends on, if I have time or whatever the case may be. Han Solo, I heard mixed things about that. Rogue One, I heard was good though. So because I liked Andor and how this leads up to it, I'll definitely watch Rogue One. Han Solo, I'm not super pressed on. Oh, Rogue One is so amazing. All right, so you'll appreciate that. If you haven't already seen Rogue One, you're going to appreciate how Andor and you're going to appreciate those last 6 episodes for sure and how everything puts all together. Like I don't even understand it completely, but I knew I liked what I saw happen. But the fact that it leads into Rogue One and I'm going to see the culmination, I'm going to get a different viewing experience because of the order I'm watching them. So I'm excited. Like I'm really excited to see what you know what comes of it, like how this checks out. So take that for what it is. Definitely go watch it. Please go watch it. Come back, talk to us. Let us know what you think. Um, Other than that, freaking nothing else going on like offhand as far as shows. We got Ironheart on the way. Fantastic Four, first steps process. We got a Wonder Man project happening. Uh, the Armored Wars thing I think is still in the air right now. Um, Marvel Zombies wasn't sure it was doing anything. So what if? So it's like, yeah, we got stuff. We got stuff happening. Only thing that freaking I'm for sure that they're not going to get together, pull their foot out their butt is yeah, we'll see if they can get Blade together or not. Tony said Fantastic Four is going to flop. I don't think so. Tony is very perceptive when it comes to the comics and everything that's going to transition. He's been pretty right about certain things, like with Invincible and stuff. But as far as Fantastic Four, I don't think it's gonna flop because there's too many people that are gonna want to go see it. I just don't know if it's gonna be as good as other stuff is. Thunderbolts was really good for what it was, like how it worked the characters. It made sense with what it had and put it all together. But going into Fantastic Four, especially in Galactus, we're actually going to fight Galactus and all this kind of stuff. I think that it's probably going to be more of a setup, and the setup is what's going to have people hyped more than the actual movie. My thoughts. Oh boy, I don't know. That's we'll see. But Galactus is a big bad that is noticeable. Doctor Doom being hyped, freaking, it was great. I would have loved with bringing Robert Downey Jr. back. Freaking, I would have loved if they didn't announce him as Doctor Doom. I would have loved if they just announced it and didn't announce him in that capacity. You could announce him and show him with like an Iron Man freaking helmet or something instead of a Doom mask. I don't know. Like I get it building hype, but you know how much more of a surprise like the actual face reveal would have been in the movie versus tell us on stage. Like people are like, "What? Why? Whatever." So that, and there's like those people who don't know about, you know, Iron Man and freaking, the Superior Iron Man comics and some of the stuff freaking with Doctor Doom and uh how Doom, transpired about freaking, Tony's, brother. Like all these things could come into play at some point in time. Stuff that people who don't, who just stick with MCU and don't actually read the comics or have read any of the comics, they're gonna be like, "What?" They're gonna get a bigger shock value than anything. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't read comics like that. Like I still read comics and stuff from time to time, but like manga, I don't get into manga. That's what I say right now. And there's nothing wrong with manga. Manga's absolutely fantastic. I've seen some panels of some stuff, but I watched the anime, so it's like I love that wow factor. Like, oh crap, like I didn't see this coming. Oh wow, that's amazing. Whereas if you already read it in the manga, now you're too busy critiquing it and like, how's it going to compare to this? And that's one of the things I had to do with all the MCU movies. Is like I got to be objectively, watching the movie and not freaking so focused on it better look like this because this is how it happened in the comics. No, you give me an adaptation. I want to see something different. Like surprise me, wow me, do something. Like in-game was in-game freaking great and so at that. I thought in-game was great and so at that. They did it way differently than they did, but they had to do it differently because of the properties that they had involved. You did not have the X-Men. You did not have all that other stuff that could really pull that movie together how it would have been in the, with the comics. So you had to do something different. And I'm fine with that. They made it work. I want to see all that same stuff going forward with everything they do. So this included. We see the game, we got the best game, so with that. keep some stuff true to form. Again, like everything that happened with Joel, all that's true to form. So that, do you want to change it up and do a couple things differently? Absolutely can. Shoot, I love House of the Dragon and couldn't understand why people were nitpicking. House of the Dragon was great. Like, and Game of Thrones was the only thing I had issues with. Yeah, I think everybody had issues with the last couple seasons. They were off, but yeah, uh, it made sense to me. So I'm with it. I'm waiting for House of Dragon, the next season, whenever that's supposed to drop. You know, they take like 2 years in between to drop those. So see that, and then Rings of Power. What else? We got Superman on the way as well. I think Creature Commandos get another season. Peacemaker. Yeah. So we got some stuff. We gonna see. I'm excited. But anything else on your mind, Antonio? Mm, um. Again, I'm just excited to see the rest of these shows and see what's going on. Have my dudes back freaking next week with their usual antics and shenanigans. I think that I think Tony is gonna get drug to go see Fantastic Four since he made his flop prediction. That I think I'm literally gonna drag him. Now we're talking about Last of Us. Why? Yeah, no, Last of Us is good. Freaking, is what it is. Set my spill on it, so we'll let it sit. I'm gonna do a review for the channel here in a second and drop it on there. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna drag Tony to see Fantastic Four, and then have him complain about it in my ear personally, and then we'll record a video on it and tell you our thoughts. So look, I go see these movies Thursdays. Like me, I go see them Thursdays personally. I'll go drag him whenever I can drag him. So that'll probably be like a Saturday. So I'll probably do a review on it, what I thought about it, and then on Saturday, like I'm pull up to his house and be like, "Hey yo, get in the car. We're gonna go do shenanigans. Freaking go watch this movie." And I'll probably have to drag him kicking and screaming, but hey, I'll drag him freaking to the movies and then get his opinion on it firsthand. Because then he can't say that, oh, I didn't watch it or I didn't go, whatever kids be. Nope. Movie's on me. Let's go. Freaking I'm paying for it. I'll buy the popcorn. I don't care. Freaking sit your butt in the seat. We gonna watch it because Antonio is waiting on us to watch this movie so we can talk about it. So I don't want to hear no excuses for him. All right. So I got for this one. I think freaking well anybody who just joined us, glad to see you. Glad to have you here. Just talking about The Last of Us. Buy the tickets online so he can't say no. Oh, absolutely. Freaking absolutely. As soon as them tickets are available for as soon as I got tickets for Lilo and Stitch already. I got tickets for Thunderbolts. I had tickets for those a month out. Freaking I got tickets to go see uh so Dan to Dan, like their first two episodes of the season is actually dropping in the movie theaters, which I get annoyed when they do this. It absolutely bothers me that they got to keep doing this, but it's to make some quick money. Oh, you see these episodes early. Well, of course I'm going to go see it early. Why not? Right. So I'm going to go see it. And then freaking when it drops on normal, streaming, watch it again. But I've already seen it's kind of what happened with Solo Leveling. I watched the first two episodes in the theater. It was great. It looked amazing. So at that they cut it right. So it didn't have like the intros and all stuff in between each episode. So that it was just like straight, hey, we're doing this. It was absolutely fantastic. So same thing with anything else that I watch. I'm gonna get all the tickets, get all the stuff early. I'm a member of Regal Crown Club, so I usually go to Regals and see my movies. But I will go buy AMC tickets as well. I got nothing against them. Hey, I will. Whoever got the tickets, I'm going. Quick, fast, in a hurry. But yeah, he's getting drugs. So as soon as Fantastic Four tickets are fully on sale, yes, I'm getting tickets for me and for him, and I'm dragging him kicking and screaming. He's not gonna have a choice because I'm be like, look, Freaking, we gonna watch this movie. Freaking, you gonna eat, and if you want me to play Borderlands with you when it comes out online, which is what he's excited for, then yeah, you got to come see some movies. So yeah, he ain't getting away with it at all. I'm surprised that he's even had a take on it initially to talk trash about it. I mean, Fantastic Four has not really been his thing. I think he's just waiting on the X Men. I don't think it's gonna be a flop because we'll see a really gritty Reed Richards and Galactus will be serious enough to temporarily wipe out the Fantastic Four. Yeah, freaking so. Oh, it's something I want to talk about, but I can't talk about. I can't talk about it because I don't know who has seen what, and I don't want to spoil it for people. So at that, but pay close attention to all the Marvel properties that are releasing this year, all the stuff, whatever. So make sure you're watching the end credits and other things and stuff like that. Freaking, some things we see may not be as it seems. That's all I could say about that until I can do a separate speculation video on what I think makes sense or what I think is happening. So, yeah, Fantastic Four has got some stuff in the tank, I think, and we're going to find out about it very soon. So wait and see. Can't say nothing else about it. Can't do much else. All right. Well, there's a very particular clip at the end, Antonio. Very particular clip at the end, and this is what I'm referring to. So you got to go either you go look it up if you want to, if you're not going to go watch the movie right away, or whatever if you want to. But that is what I'm talking about in particular. So yes, freaking. And if you want, if you got questions you want to talk about us, more, hey, find us on the Facebook page. So we got a Geek Variants Facebook page. So with that, you can go there. Freaking, I can create, a thread, and we can talk and chat about all the stuff that freaking you want to see. That um, is definitely where go hang out at. Freaking and you know talk anything that freaking needs to be talked about. Freaking, I'm talking about it there. That's for sure. Where is it? So the link should be in our thing. If it's not, freaking about what Marvel's been at a low point. Yeah, freaking, I could understand that. I could definitely understand that. So yeah, check that out. So that, and then you can come back and talk and let us know what you think. So you can definitely hit the Facebook, and then I'll talk to you about it, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it. So yeah, I gotta freaking catch a flight in the morning to go get some stuff handled. So yeah, look it up from the page. I'll make sure that the review video for this, when it goes up on the YouTube, I'll make sure it will have the link in there for attachment to the Facebook page. If it does not already, it should have it in there, and you'll be able to go find it there, and then just talk, and I'll answer. But, I think that's about it for this one. So please already, if you haven't already, hit that lovely red subscribe button here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. Again, appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're going to try and stream a bit more and do more projects, play more video games. Depends on what we got. GTA has been pushed back. I'm just going to play GTA. It's been pushed back to next year. So I'm trying to get some other stuff going. So we're excited for Borderlands and a few other things. But I've been Will. That's all I got for this one. Freaking appreciate talking to all you as always. Antonio, you especially. You my boy Blue. Appreciate you. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.